Today I want to tell you about something that changed my life. It's what I call dressing for the dopamine. It wasn't about chasing trends or trying to fulfill some sort of aesthetic. It was healing, real, authentic healing that starts small and maybe even unknowingly, but then eventually changes everything. When I started this journey, I really wasn't in my body. I didn't always know if I was hungry or in pain, so the idea that I would have any kind of concept of what I wanted to wear was completely off the table. For most of my life, my body was a battlefield. It was something to control, suppress, ignore, certainly not something to partner with, take care of, or listen to. Pushing through pain, ignoring what I felt, or even what I needed became the norm. And that's because trauma teaches you to escape. Trauma teaches you how to leave yourself in the hopes of escaping the pain. You learn to numb and ignore or stay busy. For years, I mistook that numbness for strength. I thought discipline meant disappearing. It took me decades to realize that what I had really done was build a very flimsy and inauthentic life outside of my true self and outside of my body. One day that all changed when, without much thought and certainly no planning whatsoever, I reached for something in my closet that had been shoved to the back, never really worn. It was a colorful dress. In that moment, I was not being brave, certainly not strategic, but I was curious. But when I put it on, something almost imperceivable, but something inside of me shifted. The only way I know to describe it is that something softened. My shoulders dropped a little bit, my stomach wasn't cinched in, and I felt like I could actually catch my breath. For one brief moment, I was fully here, fully present in my body, and also not being freaked out by that. That tiny little flicker of presence became my compass. I certainly didn't understand it fully in the moment, but it was powerful and it was different, and something inside of me knew that I needed more. I kept chasing that feeling, not compliments, not looking good, but that feeling of presence, feeling good in my body. Eventually, every decision I made about my clothing, every color, every fabric, every silhouette, every small decision became the answer to the invitation to be home in my body. Doing my best to answer that quiet question that my nervous system had been asking me: can I stay? Can I be here? It's been almost 3 years, and now dressing for the dopamine means that practice of choosing joy every single day. Choosing joy on purpose. Using color, texture, movement, fabric, whatever my body needs that day to spark even just the tiniest bit of aliveness and alignment. Dopamine is our brain's way of rewarding what's good, what feels good. Slowly, day by day, outfit by outfit, I started rewiring mine towards joy, away from survival and towards what feels good and makes me happy. Not perfection, not trends, not aesthetics, but joy, just joy. For years, survival had meant shrinking myself, being as small and as unnoticeable as possible. Neutral tones, cinching in my waist, trying not to take up space because life had taught me that there wasn't any room for my pain and definitely not for my joy or pleasure. So healing became the opposite. Healing meant expanding, rediscovering color and style, the things that I liked, but also play, experimentation, and self-expression. Reconnecting with clothing started small, but really it became a doorway back to myself, into a life that was really mine. Now I'm showing up happier, healthier, more grounded, more myself. I've learned that healing looks like joy. Healing looks like color. Healing looks like loving yourself out loud. People love to say that fashion is superficial and vain, but I've come to see things differently now. When you spent years disconnected from your own body, simply choosing what you want to wear can actually be a radical act, a small daily rebellion against numbness. Every time I choose color instead of hiding, I'm reminding my nervous system that joy is safe here. Every time you dress for how you want to feel, you're teaching your body something. Comfort is allowed. Visibility is allowed. Pleasure is allowed. Dressing for the dopamine is not about vanity, it's about vitality. It's about reclaiming your right to feel good in your own skin. Now, when I get dressed, it honestly feels like gratitude made visible. A reminder that healing doesn't always show up in the huge dramatic breakthroughs, but very often in the simple, small, unseen, everyday choices. Sometimes it really is about bringing color back into your life, one outfit at a time. Possibly the most surprising part of this journey is that it's not just mine anymore. Dressing for the dopamine has become a community, a small movement. Women from literally all over the world dressing from the inside out, choosing joy, not judgment, comfort, not punishment, presence instead of perfection. Any part of this resonates with you, then you are already a part of it. You already belong. But this is also your official invitation. Start where you are. Just open your closet, take a breath, and ask yourself, what outfit feels like hope today? Then put it on. Healing can truly begin right there. If you want more conversations like this about healing, joy, style, self-expression, and reclaiming your body and life, hit subscribe, leave a comment, or share with someone else who needs to know they're a part of this too. Welcome to the movement. Welcome to Dressing for the Dopamine.